looks absolutely brilliant, doesn't it? It looks so, so good. Anyway, we are joined by Joel Dommett.
Hello.
To see you.
Oh, it's always good to see you, you lovely people.
Joel, is this basically the last gig you're ever going to be away from home for more than 7 weeks? Because you squeezed it in before the baby came.
It really was.
One more job.
I know. She was 30 weeks pregnant when I got home, so it was kind of...
It was on the cusp.
I was luckily, I was really holding on. I was like, please don't give birth early, please, please, please. For many reasons, but it was amazing, honestly.
Was you a big fan of this show beforehand?
Yeah, so I sort of got into it through the Australian version, which is available on Amazon. And so I started watching that, and then I started watching clips of the American one. And so when this honestly came into my emails, like, do you want to host it? I was like, oh, my, yes. I'm such a massive fan of the show. What's really weird for me now, I've seen in a couple of episodes, is because I'm a fan of the show, seeing the show with, like, UK accents feels so odd.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my God, finally it's here. Yeah. Like, I'm excited about it as a fan, you know?
Because originally... On the TV in this country, it was only on for like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, it's a couple of series, and but it feels like it's really the time for it to come back.
Yeah.
And I feel like reality has kind of gone in this sort of cyclical motion where it's now like really, it's nice to see sort of normal people back on telly again, and these sort of Big Brothers back as well. And I feel like there's a real thirst for reality again. It's really exciting.
So I don't want to ask you the same question you've probably been asked 1,000,001 times when doing promo, but for people that haven't watched it or don't remember it, or don't know the US or Australian version, what is the concept?
So it's basically, it starts off with 2 tribes who are battling against each other. They have nothing when they arrive. They have absolutely nothing. They have no food, no shelter, no toothbrush. They have no food, nothing. And no fire. Just themselves.
They have clothes.
They have one set of clothes that they start with. And it's so mad when you see them over the sort of 5 weeks or so when they were there. They're still wearing those same clothes that they were wearing, but they look so different.
Must have hated you turning up from the hotel every day. Like,
so fresh.
Oh, hi, guys.
Just like, what, another khaki little outfit I've got on? I wore a lot of khaki and camel.
Did you put a bit of aftershave on so they could all...
Yeah, just so they could smell it in. And then they fight against each other in these tribes, and then eventually it becomes one tribe, and then they sort of work in themselves to win £100,000 in souls. That picture, in fact, when I got off that boat, right, this is a funny story. So just before I got, this is the epic first shot.
Yeah.
Where I came in on this small speedboat holding a rope, like epic, looking like a real epic survivor host. And then just before I climbed up onto the big ship, I just had a little wee off the side of the boat, right? Just a little wee, because I thought, I'm on telly, I just had a little wee. And so I climbed up the ladder, because I was quite quick to sort of put it back in, you know, because we were on telly. We were in a bit of a rush. I get up the ladder, and I'm like, welcome to Survivor, not knowing I've got a little wet patch going on. Camel trousers, nightmare with the camel trouser. And
we don't see it, though, do we? Do we see it?
I had to reshoot that little bit of me coming up on the boat and going, welcome, everyone. So
that is so cute.
That awkward conversation with your director went, yeah, Joel, I want to do that one again. You're like, no, I got it first time. It's great. Oh, trust me.
So it's great. It really feels different for me.
Did you present differently on this? Because obviously you've got the slick Saturday night, you know, Masked Singer Joel.
Yes.
What sort of Joel is in this show?
I realised I had to sort of change it slightly because, you know, Masked Singer is very different. It's sort of shiny floors, sort of upbeat, energetic.
It's a party, isn't it?
It's a real party, yeah, exactly that. And so it has to be slightly different. When you're around sort of 18 people who are sleep-deprived and they've been sleeping on a beach, you can't be like, what's up, everybody? Welcome. You got to, like, bring it down a notch.
Yeah,
and, I'm trying to just sort of chill it out a bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's fun for viewers to see sort of a different side of me. It's like before Christmas, and I'm, you know, wearing my camel and my khaki, and you know, just grew my beard out a little bit, tried to get and then after Christmas I'm in these shiny suits stood next to an octopus or whatever, you know. It's fun.
What are the challenges like? Like, how would they compare to I'm a Celeb?
They are so epic, like they're so huge. Like honestly, I'm not even biased, but you'd get to the sort of the set wherever they would be filming it on these epic locations, and they were mammoth. Some of them were just you couldn't believe that they could even get the stuff there to be able to make it. They were huge. And the things we put them through is absolutely incredible. And some of them are really sort of quick ones, and then they're really strength-based, and some of them last for ages. These sort of famous things on Survivor called endurance challenges, which go on for a really long time, this one being a perfect example. And they're really tough. In terms of difference to I'm a Celeb, I mean, you know, I've seen both sides of those things, but it's the I'm a Celeb stuff is much more sort of bug-based, and so they just sort of put you in a thing and then they throw loads of stuff in,
kind of thing,
which is exactly, and it being celebrities is very
Do you think
different.
you'd struggle with this show then?
I think I'd enjoy the sort of physical aspect of it, but I'd be terrible at the sort of mental side of it, because there's the whole side of Survivor, which is figuring out who's voting for who's talking behind who's back, who's kind of... So there's a real...
It's going to Big Brother vibes to
Exactly.
Or Traitors. It's like Traitors.
Very similar. I think Traitors came on TV at a really perfect time for Survivor in a way. It's sort of... I feel like Traitors sort of lubed everyone up and we're ready to shoot in.
It's mad, isn't it? So how
Really
is
glad you
fatherhood...
used that analogy.
Sorry, that was a terrible metaphor.
We've got to ask about fatherhood, because obviously the time we were on here was with me and Holly. We were doing nappy changing. How's it worked out?
I am so good at nappies now. We need a rematch. Honestly, I love it.
You were literally terrible in it.
I'd never done a nappy before in my life. That was the first time I'd done a nappy. First time. I'm now so good at it. I'm good at nappies, I'm good at sanitising, good at burping. Those are my jobs. There's nothing better when you're burping a 5-week-old baby, just doing this for about sort of half an hour, and you're like, one day it's going to happen, and then you just go burp, and you're like, come on!
Yes!
Why were you
mining for gold
in that clip, Al?
It was just because we obviously have changed a nappy before, me and Ollie.
A long time ago, though.
But he had never changed a nappy before, so we were blindfolded
Once
to
you
give
get
him an
into
advantage.
it, you really get in the zone, don't you? I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoy it, and like, because it feels like sort of a Formula One pit stop.
Yeah.
You're just like trying to do it as quick as possible, and then sometimes you change it, and then more comes out. You're like, oh God, and it's like, oh, and then more comes out.
The perfect one. It's all the envelope.
Yes.
And you're like,
It's absolutely smashes. I used to work at McDonald's. It's very similar to the McFlurry machine sometimes, and it's like more comes out. It's very fun.
Good luck, man. Survivor launches on Saturday, 28th of October on BBC One, and the iPlayer will air Saturday and Sunday nights. Best of luck with it.
I love you both. Thank you so much for having me.
Back at you, mate. Absolutely.